Hey everyone, it's Luke here, or Lasher Luke as I'm better known, and this is my entry for Tekking 101's who I think the UA Traitor is. So yeah, as you can see, I'm wearing a leather jacket, and I'm not talking about the Promised Neverland. But anyway, let's get into it. So this is for Tekking. I believe that the UA Traitor is Hagakure, aka Invisible Girl. Now, I know that's like a cliche choice and it's kind of like one of the more obvious ones, but also I have a stance on this. Now, I'm not the one that came up with this theory about Hagakure, but I've seen a lot of videos that have made this theory, but I'm using it because I believe this theory as well. So anyway, here it is. The reason why I believe Hagakure is the traitor is, what if Hagakure doesn't actually exist at all? Now, I know that's kind of like shocking, like Hagakure doesn't even exist, but no. This is why I believe it, because we have Toru Hagakure, but we also have another character that begins with T, and that is Toga, the creepy high school girl that everybody is like freaky. She's like freaky herself. I believe that they are one and the same, and the reason why I believe that is because you've got Hagakure, who's invisible, and she could have been anywhere at any time. She could have claimed to be somewhere, like she could have been like, oh, it's or is it like in USJ, she could have been like, oh, I was hiding away, I was hiding away, but she could have been, but she could also have been in disguise. Like, it's never been actually stated that a person can have only one quirk. It's like with All Might's predecessor, she had a quirk before she had All for One. So she had two quirks that I don't think the other quirks being actually mentioned. So it stands to reason that Hagakure and Toga could be the same, and Toga is using the invisibility quirk to camouflage herself, to disguise herself. So that's the reason why she's in all of these. She's in all of these places, and she's relaying information to the villains. Because as well, it's already established that she's also a well-known criminal before she actually joins the League of Villains, and also she joins at the same time as Darby, I think his name, and I believe he has the ability to create copies of other people. So it stands to reason that because when I was thinking about this theory, I also came up to the idea, well, it's not possible because Hagakure was knocked out by the neuron gas. That could have actually been a copy created by Darby to fool everyone, and so Hagakure could have turned herself back into Toga. And she could have gone up to Sue and be like, "Hey, your name's Sue. Do you want to be friends?" So yeah, and also they both begin with T, and they both have I believe they both have let me think, Toga, Togo, and Toru, Toru. So I believe they both have 4 letters in their names, and they both begin with T, and they're both high school girls, and on the surface they both seem very playful and very cheerful. Like Toga's like so full of energy, and Toru's so full of energy as well. So it could be the fact that she's in disguise, and she's actually camouflaged herself as a student, as a UA student that just has an invisibility quirk. Like she could have an invisibility quirk that makes her invisible for as long as she has, but also has the camouflage quirk. So like when she has to be Toga, she goes back into that creepy form, and it's kind of like a dual personality, like. Sort of like with Aizen, like when we first met Aizen, he seemed like a really chilled out, really nice, really laid back guy, and then it turns out no, he's actually the most sinister person we could ever come across. I feel like it's going to be something like that. Like it's going to get to a point where Toru's there and she's hugging someone, and then she's like, and goodbye, and she just stabs someone, and it's like it reveals like she is actually Toga. She was actually Toga all along. So yeah, that's why I believe that Hagakure Toru is the UA traitor, and she's actually Toga in disguise. What do you think? What does Tekking think? Let me know, and I hope to see you again.